a very expensive donor ship. There were once 2 aircraft carriers launched in 2017. Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson waved his little flag. That he did. Yeah. What a triumph it was. But on a exercise in the United States, one of those aircraft carriers didn't even make it. No. It was set adrift, pretty much, due to shaft alignment breaking the coupling. Couldn't go nowhere. And later on they brought it back into Portsmouth, and then up to Ross South in Scotland, I believe, for which they found out the other prop shaft, was out of alignment as well. Potential bill of £25 million to repair. I don't think it's under guarantee, though, so I wonder who's going to be paying for that bill. Well, written in the Daily Mail, yes, the Daily Mail, or should I say the Daily Fail, it says Britain's £3.2 billion aircraft carrier, the HMS Prince of Wales. I think this is an omen. Yeah, King Charles III. I think it's an omen. Maybe it's time to get rid of the monarchy. Well, they say in the Daily Fail that it's been reduced as a scrapyard. Yeah. They're taking parts off it. Oh, dear me. Essential pieces of equipment are being ripped out of the Stricken ship. They say the Stricken warship. A move that raises questions over its long-term future. It was supposed to be back in service this summer, you see. Well, the UK's second carrier has been in dry dock since breaking down just off the coast of Portsmouth back in August 2022. Now, I have to admit, sometimes I do. I read a story and what have you, know, I've got to do that, get all excited about it. Then you realise, maybe it wasn't quite so exciting after all. So I checked out on the, with naval publications and what have you, and I come across this one. And it's, it's the Navy Lookout. Right, Navy Lookout. Well, there's an article in there and says the HMS Prince of Wales, unfortunate breakdown in August 22, requiring extended repair work, has not enhanced the Royal Navy's image, and provided a perfect fodder for mainstream media, such as the Daily Fail. Always keen to exaggerate problems with the aircraft carriers here, we provide a brief summary of the situation and the ship's future programme. Obviously, I'm not going to read all that because it's very long, but I'm going to read this bit. Store rob, which basically, I think the term means is that it's, basically borrowing parts. Yeah. So it becomes a store you're robbing for a store, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone can enlighten me on that in the comments down below. And I do read the comments, but you probably already know. Well, the Daily Mail article published on the 23rd of April, claiming that the Prince of Wales has been reduced as acting as a scrapyard to keep the sister ship Queen Elizabeth afloat. I have to admit, it does make me tickle. It does. Well, oh dear me. Where was I? So they say here, you see, they reckon it was clickbait and a distortion of the facts. Oh, what, the Daily Fail? No, I doubt it somewhat. They wouldn't do such a thing, would they? Maybe. Well, in an ideal world, the Royal Navy would have a complete inventory of spare parts. Well, that brings me on to the fact that the captain of the Queen Elizabeth, the other HMS Queen Elizabeth, they couldn't actually get all the munitions. Normally, it should go out with a full stock of munitions. Yeah, but they only managed to get 50%. That just ain't enough. A lot of the stuff has ended up obviously in Ukraine and various other places. All the fact that we haven't got no money. So our stores are low. It doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. It's not good information for, our security to let everybody know that we haven't got the, equipment on board or the munitions on our ships in the first place. Besides, we haven't even got the flippin' jets. They ordered no jets before actually commissioning the builds of these two ships. And also, we're now, seem to be a coalition with the United States. So, yeah, they're putting their jets on there. What's happened to us? we can't defend ourselves. We definitely can't defend our borders, can we? Now, racists, they hate all these people coming in those little old boats, don't they? Yeah. So they're still maintaining here. They're saying here it's a normal process that what they do called store rob, and it's routine. It's not ideal practice, but in most navies, and taking selected equipment from the Prince of Wales for use in the HMS Queen Elizabeth is a sensible short-term solution. What they're saying is that because they need the parts relatively quick for HMS Prince of Wales, it would cost a lot more to actually produce the parts they need to repair it. So what they're doing is they're borrowing to repair the Queen Elizabeth, so they're borrowing the parts out of the Prince of Wales to put into the Queen Elizabeth while they have the parts made for the other one, for the Prince of Wales. Yeah, basically they can take more time over it, so it becomes cheaper. That's what they're saying here. I still have got my doubts, to be fair, because not be funny, it's not really something you do, is it? You don't start taking stuff from one ship off the other. They're two brand new ships, pretty much, in the ship world. In marine terms, 2017 they were launched. It's not exactly old, is it, for a ship? And the fact that one just broke virtually within a couple of years, and they'd done a few thousand miles before, the Prince of Wales did a few thousand miles. But still, put too much stress on the actual coupling and bust it. So many of the parts manufactured for the aircraft carriers are bespoke designs produced in very small numbers. Yet everything is going to be an individual. You're not going to get them off the shelf, are you? Obviously not. And so it is a prudent use of limited funds. Pretty much confirming what I said a minute ago. We don't have the money to remove the part from the ship that does not immediately need it and move it onto a frontline platform. Hence the HMS Queen Elizabeth. And then it'll be cheaper for the supply because they have more time to manufacture them. That's what they're saying here. And I'll stop that there because it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But I get it, but I also got my doubts. I really have got my doubts. Because it's 25 million to repair this thing. And I know it's a 6.3 or 6.2 billion pound aircraft carrier. It's nuts. So I understand in some ways. In other ways, I think to myself, there's something fishy going on here. We haven't got the money. We just haven't got the money to buy this stuff. So why, is it just a cost-saving exercise, or is it, or is the Prince of Wales being mothballed? Maybe it's going to go to the ship's graveyard, have all the bits stolen off it, and sell the hull and superstructure off for scrap. Why don't they get any portholes? You tell me. Leave it in the comments down below. Oh dear. Anyway, ta-ta. Oh, don't forget, boot the old like button. And if you want to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee. And also, we're planting trees there on this field. If you want to be a part of that, there's a GoFundMe link down below. And we'll put a sign with the tree. If you want to buy a tree. Anyway, I better go. This is waiting for me, So, ta-ta.